Hi everybody, Skyward 33 here, back again with more of this. How's it going? Yo, HTL VRYT, Sonic Caden, Foundry Anchor, welcome! Let's get this party rolling. So, today, we are going to be working more on Little David Mimic. And yeah, so since last week, I actually did get a little bit more done on him in between live streams. So basically, the main thing I did was I added the little white tiger plushie, even though it's not painted yet, but yeah, so I made him out of foam, or it's actually not foam, it's foam clay, but I remember talking about this. I don't remember if I ever like fully showed it off, like the full idea, but there's a magnet in the arm and a magnet in the plushie, and then there's a magnet in the chest, so there's like 3 magnets or 4 magnets holding him in place. And yeah, so he just sort of pops off, so I can rotate him and then pop off this kind of hella deformed looking white tiger plushie. I didn't do any details really besides just like his nose a little bit and his ears, because I plan on painting the whole thing with the details and stuff. And yeah, so he looks a little goofy. But this one right here is the magnet that connects to the one on his arm right here. So all I have to do for him to hold him is just take his little finger, fold it back, and then kind of just like thread it underneath this arm here. And then all I gotta do is take this other magnet that's right in here, and I put one right here as well, and due to the shape, it just sort of slots in perfectly and kind of looks like it's being squished up against him, which I think adds to it quite well. So yeah, I can have the little David Mimic with or without the white tiger plushie officially. So yeah, what else am I gonna do? So I was thinking today we could try to work on his head some more, because last time we kind of took a break from working on his head for a while, because I just didn't really like how it was looking, so I just was like, I'm gonna work on a different part. But now I think I know what I want to do to try to fix him. Is his neck is just too long. That's the main issue I'm saying. The only problem with that is the way that the Elmo corpse, we'll call it that, the Elmo corpse I used, there's like a couple gears in here, and basically I can't exactly make it so that this piece is stationary without it messing up the mechanism. So I'm gonna have to literally cut his head off and basically take it apart from the inside and redo the mechanism a little bit. So that's probably what we're gonna do most of today. Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm just gonna move these to the side here. Maybe I'll paint this a little too, but yeah. How's everyone going? Oh shit. When's the next Fazbear Frights coming out? I do have some planned eventually, but as of right now, the next, we'll say, horror short that is planned to come out is actually not Five Nights at Freddy's themed. But more on that eventually, once I get to it. The main thing I've been working on lately has been the music video for When Fate Comes Knocking. But once that's done, I've already filmed like a full-blown horror short, but it's just taking a while with the edit and the move and all sorts of stuff, but it's whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to take apart his head here. There's like a little screw right here. I know we spent a little bit of time gluing down this wire, so I'm gonna carefully kind of pry it back up. And we'll probably just redo this whole like section here. I like his mouth and the eyes as is. Like obviously the back of his head isn't done, but like this section right here, that's where we're gonna be looking for the most part. So I'm gonna leave his eyeballs on while I do this, just so that I don't accidentally break a wire and not realize it. So yeah, here goes nothing. How's everybody doing this week? Hey, the Sky Theorist, welcome. What is the secret of the Mimic? The Mimic secret is that it can keep secrets better than I can. Because I don't know what the secret of the Mimic is. I think the secret of the Mimic was the friends we made along the way. All along. That sounds right. I realize I'm leaning forward really far. There we go. Okay, so I peeled that off. I'm gonna use my screwdriver here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to pop this off with just this one screw, or if I'm gonna have to get a little creative with it, but I'm not too worried about it. Make him able to hold a pride flag. Yes! Oh, I should totally do that. Okay. Popped that off. Now, fingers crossed, I can just... Nope. Don't tell me there's a metal... Oh, no. Is there a metal rod in there? That's what she said. Stop. Release me! Wait, I don't think it's stuck. Oh, I hope I don't have to do another one. I might be able to just rip his head off, to be honest. Let's find out. Maybe if I use a flathead screwdriver. Oh, for people crafting, this isn't like sponsored or anything, but I found this screwdriver that has like 1 billion heads on it at like an auto parts store, and it's just been like my go-to screwdriver for years. Not sponsored. I wish they would send me money. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Wait. Oh, oh, it popped back in. No! Stop fighting me! It's fighting. I didn't know David had hands. David, don't leave me here. Finish him. Yes. Yes. Thank you, God of Mischief. You're so wise and smart. It's like you're here in the room with me or something. That's a joke. No one's in the room with me besides the voices. Oh God, he's dead! He's dead! And I killed him. Okay, so now comes the fun part of figuring out how I'm gonna make his mouth open close. Okay, I really did just glue stuff all over top of this, didn't I? I'm sure that'll be fine. Yo, welcome Toby. Blitzo VA. Hi, welcome back. Glad to see ya. How's it going, everybody? I'm gonna use this X-Acto knife and just sort of try to get this piece off here without cutting any wires. That's the main thing. Someone meowing in the group chat? Yo. So how's everybody's week been? Mine has been just chaos. Like, I'll be so real. Like, I don't know. I've just been doing a ton of stuff, and I'm finally getting to the point where I can actually start working on projects again. And I'm just like, please, I want to work on stuff more. like I hope I can get some more editing done later tonight. Just because the music video is turning out so fucking cool, dude. Like, the fandom's gonna love it. Like, I just know it. Like, the preview I released already does not give the video justice. Like, that's like the simple start part of the video. Shit gets crazy. Anyway. I just gotta keep you guys hyped for as long as I can while I finish it. And then hopefully I should be able to finish it. I put early 2026 on it because I obviously don't have an exact date. But like I said, I really want to finish it as like my next big project. Or it already is my next big project. It's just like the next project I'm currently still working on. Like, editing wise. If that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna replace most of this with some other stuff. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, so there's like this metal rod thing in here, I think. I want to say that was part of what was messing it up. See, if you look, his head was about this height before. I basically want to make his head more about like that height, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to tell with the light. I did actually set up some lights in my room finally, though it's not as bright as I was hoping, so I might have to find a different main light just because this one's kind of a little too much of a harsh light, if that makes sense. Like, my webcams kind of have trouble focusing on it, so I might try to replace this lamp with just like a different lamp eventually. But I guess we'll wait and see on that one. Once I gotta find another lamp first. That's the main part. Okay. Now, if I can get this section apart, I can show you guys what I mean by the gears on the inside. But I just don't want to break it, you know? There we go. Okay. I swear it was like... Get out of the way. Yeah, there's like an extra gear here that I don't think is even needed. I'm gonna try a couple things. Okay, so the way I had it before is there's this Lego piece here that this clips into. And basically me pushing it forward would use the little gear and it would open his mouth up and down. So now I have to basically, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to attach this to like the bottom mouthpiece, maybe, or maybe the top mouthpiece. Because they move in tandem, I just have to do something about that. It might actually, now that I'm looking at it, it might just be easier in the long run to, instead of try to redo the internals here, to leave that as is and then basically extend this bottom jaw backwards past the mouth, or past this section, and then have that be the part that like I control, because then if I can do that, it'll make the top one move too if I just move the bottom one. So I think that's what we're gonna try. We'll see. I say that all out loud just to sort of process it, and now we're gonna attempt to see how well this actually works. So I'm gonna continue ripping the back part of his head open. Oh, nap time. Well, you have a good one, Toby. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, when the new When Fate Comes Knocking music video comes out, if you do like reaction videos and stuff, totally do it. I would love to see people's like live reactions of this video, just because I spent so long on this video, and I don't know, just seeing people react to my stuff makes me happy. So if you do, tweet me or DM me, send it to me. I'd love to see it. Like, that stuff is so cool. Okay, I think the easiest thing I'm gonna do is if I chop this flat and then sort of hook it in. That might be the easiest way to go about it. I'm debating if I even need this like post section here, if I can just remove this whole thing, because I actually glued it in place, but I'm pretty sure... I want to say this bottom gear literally does nothing, but I genuinely don't know. Guess we'll have to find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Okay. So if I touch this gear here and like roll it, that's what makes his mouth go up and down. See? This gear right there goes. Okay. I am going to say YOLO, and we are going to use some very large scissors. And we are going to throw some very large scissors. I'm joking. Hypothetically, this should work. Ooh. That one went flying, huh? Okay. Oh, this is the little piece. Wait. Wait, could I just... No, that doesn't help at all, actually. For a second, I thought I could maybe just attach something to this little piece, but just from the angle it's at, it kind of doesn't want to work. So, we'll stick with the main plan, which was, I think I need to nip this piece off, actually. Yeah. if I do it like that, it'll get closer to the correct height. I'm seeing it in my head. It's gonna look way better once the neck is shorter. I can already tell. So let's get this party rolling. Okay. I'm just gonna rip this piece off because I don't need it. Release me! There we go. See, now you can kind of see the internals there a little bit. Wait. A little bit. The way it's like built. I'm trying to basically get rid of this bottom gear here. And I think this part up here should be fine still. Like without that bottom gear. Like if I literally chop that piece off, there's still a section that connects to the top gear here. So I think, fingers crossed, that if I can use like my X-Acto knife or my scissors to nip this bar piece in here, this like plastic bar piece specifically, I should be able to just sort of chop the rest off of there and then not have to worry about it. So, I guess we're just gonna attempt to do that. I'll just... Woo. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much lore will be in the music video? I'll just put it this way. The music video is basically another episode. It's got a lot. Like, my other music videos, like my other When Fate Comes Knocking music videos specifically, I would recycle old footage for like music segments. Oh, but for this one specifically, I made it a point for the entire video, or at least majority of the entire video, to be brand new shots, if that makes sense. So like, it's all new. Like, there's not really. I'd say it's like 98.999% brand new stuff for the music video. So, I think that's pretty epic. Ow. Work with me. There we go. Alright. Wait. Haha. You know, I might actually be able to just... no, that doesn't quite work. Wait. I had a piece somewhere. Let's see. No? Sorry, my brain's just going through like 5 different ideas. Okay. I think... just gotta make sure I don't. Okay, yeah, so this piece, this black section right here, it doesn't go out, it goes in. So I should be able to just put like a flat piece of cardstock or foam over this section and not have it affect the mouth movement at all, which is the goal. But I'm gonna re-glue this down real quick because it got a little messed up. Okay. Do you guys like this camera angle or this camera angle better? Do you like the top-down one or the side POV better? Let me know. You like this one better? Okay, let me tilt this down a little. Bye, Warped. Bye, Mr. Red Duck Dubs 5056. I said that so slowly. I was trying to not mess up the number. He considers When Fate Comes Knocking to be a musical. That's really funny you say that. Anyway. Okay, I have some more cardboard pieces here that I'm going to grab. Just for convenience's sake, I'm going to take this piece. Oh. Okay. So, I would chop off these little bumps here. I don't know how well you can see them on the little headpiece right here, but unfortunately there is a metal rod going through all the way, which is what that is encasing. So I have to build around that, essentially. Shouldn't be too difficult though. Basically I'm just gonna make a little box to go over this section. Go from there. This one's pretty close to what I need. Okay. It's not exactly trimmed evenly, but I think I can work with that. If I just trim it a little more. So if this is here, this is still able to open and close, which is the goal. Yippee! So, I'm going to trim this a little bit. I might just glue it on there and then trim it. Wait. Do I not have a pencil? I don't have a pencil! I have found a pencil. A mechanical pencil at that. Your phone died? RIP. Welcome back from the land of the PC, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna glue this like this, but I'm gonna mark it Approximately. That's probably good. Okay. I'm using some hot glue to kind of seal the end here, just because once it's on there, it's going to be a little annoying to do that. And I didn't want the like corrugation bit to like show through too much. So I just wanted to do that real fast. So now, we can go and remember, the sound effects make it better. It's science. Google it. There we go. That's a start. I'm gonna use my scissors to trim this back section a little more. And now, this piece is pretty square. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know if anybody's keeping up with My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2, but I saw the episode this last week, and it was freaking awesome. We got to see All Might again, which I just thought was really fun. And, like, no spoilers or nothing, but there's, like, this character that, has been introduced as like one of the villains for like season 2. That's really cool, and I can't wait to see what they do with him, because his power set seems really cool. He's basically like the Flash if the Flash was evil, but also it's more complicated than that because it's an anime. Songs are so hard to make. You are correct. I wish things were easier to do. But sometimes the challenge is part of the fun. It might just be me, though. Ooh, you still need to watch the last season of My Hero Academia? Oh my god, the final season is so good. Like, that show is god tier, in my opinion. Fandom, however, yeah, there's some weird people in the fandom, but pretty much every series has. Let's be real. I don't think any show that has like a dedicated fandom is necessarily proud of that fandom. Like, there's some weird fandoms out there across the board. Just like, and I don't know, fandoms versus the shows they represent are two very different things. But the show itself is just amazing, in my opinion. And I will not hear otherwise. Yes, I am biased. What of it? Alright. Now, I'm gonna just, that's trash. I think I can use a couple pieces from this. Well, this piece is a little less crunched than the other one. So let's try this instead. Ooh, something that's really exciting for My Hero Vigilantes. And I ain't gonna spoil nothing, but in the main anime, there's a character called Eraserhead, and they have a really edgy backstory. But it's never really expanded upon in the main storyline, besides just like little bits here and there. But because My Hero Academia Vigilantes is a prequel, we actually get to see like the big event thing that made Eraserhead so edgy in the main one. Or at least we will. Like, I know a little bit of manga spoilers, but the preview for next week's episode makes me think that we're gonna get it next week. Like the craziness is about to just pop off. It's gonna be so cool. Can't wait. I will say, anime is one of those things where it's just like, I need more of it in my life. Everybody has those, right? Right. Okay. I think if I glue this piece just here, that would be fine. And maybe more like that? Wait. Yeah, I think if I glue this flat, and then just trim it, that might just be the easiest way to go about it. Yeah. Sounds good to me. So we're just gonna smush this here. Make sure that there's a gap still between here so it can open and close just fine. I don't want it to affect the mouth at all. Perfect. Now we just sort of like that off. Snip. Snip. And one more for the road. Snip. Bada bing. I got that spot covered. Ooh, a When Fate Comes Knocking fan game, kind of like Dead by Daylight, would be so cool. Like, picture you're in like a map area and the entity's the one chasing you down. That sounds cool as fuck. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing for this side now. Except we're gonna... yeah. That should work. Alright, now I just have to let this dry for a sec. Trying to think of what else I could talk about. It's another show that I haven't seen. Oh, you know what I watched recently? It's actually free on YouTube with ads currently. But the horror movie Hereditary, I've seen it before, but I saw it again yesterday on YouTube. God damn, is that movie shot well. Like, just from like a filmmaker's perspective, just like all of the shots and stuff in that movie is just, it's great. It's fantastic. Yes, Hereditary mentioned. Yeah, it's free on YouTube and I think on Tubi. So I like binged it, or binged it. I watched a movie. But yeah, like I had seen it before, but I hadn't seen it in a while. And rewatching it and seeing like the cameras panning through like the house and also like the miniature version of the house and like all of the creepy imagery and the backgrounds and things. It's so good. That movie, double thumbs up, seal of approval, Skywarp 33. The actors and actresses in that movie are also really good. Like, dude, I felt so bad. Okay, now this movie's actually not that new, but I feel so bad for like the husband, dude. Like, bro is just trying to protect his wife, and spoilers, he fucking ignited into flames. It was like, what the fuck? Like, I felt so bad for him. Like, bro was just trying to do what was best for the family. It was wild. Okay, we've almost got this sorted. I want to put a little piece on the back top right here, just to fill in this little gap on the back of his head. And then I'll probably put a piece of cardstock over this to fill in that gap there as well. But I don't think I have any cardstock back here. That's fine. I am, however, going to try to glue this like this. Ooh, that should work quite nicely. Alright, bada bing. Yeah. Oh, what are people saying? I can't read fast. Can I look at the thing you put in the When Fate Comes Knocking general chat at the end of the stream? Yeah, I could probably take a quick glance at it. Is it, like another timeline thing idea? Those things are pretty cool. I think his bottom jaw here needs to be shortened a little bit, because like the more I look at it, it actually sticks out a little more on the top there. See? Like you can kind of tell more from the side here. Yeah. Right here you can see it sticks out further. It's not the end of the world, but I can do something to fix that. It might just be easiest to like snip it right in the middle and then shorten it just a little bit. But we'll do that in a sec. Right now, I want to try to fill in these little corners here. And the easiest way to do that is I'm going to take some of this cardstock off of this cardboard by peeling the corrugation off. Now I have this kind of slightly thicker than regular paper piece here. Basically, I'm gonna trim it so that it fills up this little gap here. So I'm gonna just pretty much just eyeball it and then go from there. So we'll start with this. Okay. A little more on the end here. Boom. Okay. I'm not too worried about seams and stuff because I'm gonna paint the entire thing black and then paint the entire thing different shades of silver. So it shouldn't be like that noticeable, if that makes sense, to have just like a little spot here or there. But on that note, boom. All right. Gonna let that hot glue dry just a little bit more, and then I'll trim the edge to cover that up. Do the same thing on this side. Oh, kind of messed that one up. Wait. No, I didn't. I just put it in the wrong spot. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Smoosh. Alrighty. Now, scissors, snip, and snip, and snip, and snip. Ta-da! Alright. Last bit I want to put a little extra bit of cardboard over. It's just this little gap here on the side. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it is noticeable, so I'm gonna just cut a big square and put it over top of this whole section here. Once I have a big square. Oh, that's too small. Where's my cardboard? That'll work. Probably. You made something out of clay? That's freaking awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. this part I'm just gonna glue directly on top and then trim the sides. I gotta trim this front here first. There we are. Get out the way. And try not to burn my fingers. All right. Hopefully I can get this head reattached, and then we can go from there for the rest of this. Boom. Cool. Okay, I like the size of his head a little bit better because this piece was just way too long. Now comes the fun part of attaching it back to here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to physically chop this piece at like a diagonal line so that this should hopefully just glue directly to it. And then I might be able to secure it with some more stuff to make it a little stronger. But before I do that, let me make sure the plushie fits. Probably a good idea. So with the plushie like there, his head be like there. Okay, he'll still be able to open and close his mouth if I move it back far enough. Cool. Alright. So with that there, let's do a couple little sketchy measuring tactics here. Kind of hard to write on plastic with a pencil. But I figured it out. There we go. That looks already way better. Okay. Trim this a little more. Woo. I guess chalk could work. I don't really have any on hand though. Okay, this piece I need to angle back a little more. So his head isn't going to be connected the strongest I don't think. Well, actually, wait, I have an idea. I think this from the side here looks pretty good. But what I want to do is I'm going to take one of these. Get you out the way. There's like this groove here. I think I'm going to glue this into the groove and then use that to kind of poke a tiny hole into the head. Hopefully give it like a little bit more stability. Yeah, he doesn't need his head. It's fine. What's up, grilled cheese? His head is just an antenna. So no head, breaks skateboard. I understood that reference. Alright. Get out of there. It would be cool to have a character whose head is just an antenna. We could call him Antenna Head. It'll be the internet's coolest new thing. Definitely not a ripoff of any other type of head replaced person / creature thing. No. Not here. Ah! Not here. Wasn't quite dry yet. Stay. I hold it. It'll stay. It's an exposed nerve ending, just like in that one show. Okay, we'll do... I think I can fit like 3 or 2. We'll do 2 for right now. I think this should help it in the long run. Ta-da! Try to make this a little more filled in. Okay. I'm gonna try to put one. Yes, just like that one show from that one time. You get it. Hey, welcome, the man 337U9H. Welcome. We just vibing. I don't even know how long I've been streaming for, to be honest. I'm kind of just rocking with it right now, you know? Okay, this one. Okay. So, we'll go like this. Kind of use this as like a guesstimation here. These ones should be good if I poke holes right here. And here. Now comes the real challenge to see if I lined it up correctly. So far, so good. Might have to shrink these just a little. Oh yeah, this one. I think if I just trim it a little bit, it'll work. Okay. Almost. Look, his head is the same length as it was before. Okay. Front one needs to be shorter by a lot. So we're just gonna make it just like that. And then, hypothetically, ta-da! Yeah, I think. Wait. What is that? I think I need to trim this one a little shorter as well. There we are. This guy goes about there. I think if that's like that. Yeah, okay. Here goes, everybody. It's glue time. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back through and add some supports around his neck. Just a little bit. So that he, you know, works properly. Okay, I'm gonna let this, I'm just gonna hold this for a sec while it dries. To end when fate comes knocking, I feel like making a movie would be super cool. Oh, that's a good idea. Wish I thought of it. Alright. I'll probably have to reattach his light battery pack onto his like actual back, I think, because it's just not gonna fit on his head anymore. But that is officially in place. I'm gonna add just a couple drops of glue here to hopefully help it out a little bit. Sell it on DVD. Oh, I would if I could. Actually, I wouldn't. I would put it on YouTube for free. Though it would be cool to just have, like, I don't know, physical copies of things are always cooler in my opinion. This is why I build stuff IRL instead of 3D modeling. Like, literally though. Okay. I just want to get his head finished, attached, and all that. Oh, we have been going over an hour already. Wow. Man, time flies when you're actually having fun. That's crazy. We are actually getting pretty close to the end of the David Mimic series. All we have left is I want to add a couple tiny little like robot details, so like little bumps and things, and then I'm gonna use some of this wire that I have left over from a different project, attach it onto the side here, kind of have it come out of this like box thing, go either, I want to say under his arm and back around to the back side with this stuff, and then just fixing the back of his head, because like it used to be like this, but I want to make that smaller. So yeah, so like we're almost there, but we'll still probably have a few weeks worth of stuff for this guy. And to fix his mouth, I'm going to I think I said it already, but basically I'm gonna take like a wooden dowel rod or something similar to this and attach it to like this piece, if that makes sense, and have it come back past here, and then hypothetically I should be able to move this piece up and down to make his mouth open and close. That's the plan for when I actually go to do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna double glue this other side real fast here. I might go back through later and add even more, like a couple pieces to make the neck even more sturdy. But we'll go from there and see how it goes. Cool. I think once I fix this bottom jaw to be a little bit smaller, the whole thing is just beginning to come together beautifully. Let's pop his little arm back together here. There we are. Ta-da! He's just a cute little guy. He's just a cute little fella. Oh, he's so cute. Wait. It's just a little guy. Hello, everyone. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap up today's live stream there, guys. I do know that somebody asked me to check a thing out on the Discord real fast, so I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Oh. Wait, what? Whoa! Okay, that is actually freaking awesome. So if you're familiar with my When Fate Comes Knocking series, there is a claw, like this, right? And Not the Real Maniac, also known as the Sky Theorist, made a, like, their own claw hand thing. See? That's so cool. And you made it out of one of these things? That's freaking awesome. You said scroll up for some more stuff. That's cool. Ooh. Well, I can neither confirm nor deny any theories. That's just kind of how I'm trying to keep the series going. But I do really like where you're going with this. Oh, wait. I'll just say it's a good theory. I like it. And also that claw thing is really cool. Yeah, if you're not on the Discord, you should totally join it. Just make sure you like follow Discord's rules and stuff. You gotta be the right age and all that stuff. And yeah, totally like share your own cosplays and builds and stuff on there, because honestly, like, you guys just saw my reaction. That was really cool. And I love seeing more stuff like that. So if you guys want to make your own things, feel free to post them in the Discord or tweet them at me, or even tag me on Instagram or anything like that. Like, I love seeing stuff you guys make. It is always a pleasure seeing stuff you guys make. And yeah, with that much being said, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up today's live stream here. Like I said, I was able to get the little plushie finished. Oh god. Oh. Yeah, I still need to get a better light, I think. But I was able to get the little plushie finished off stream, and then we were able to modify his head severely, and get it reattached so that the neck is way shorter, which I think was the main reason he was looking so goofy to begin with, was his neck was too long. So I think from here, since we got the back of his head kind of mostly done, it's like little box section, next week we'll try to build out the rest of the like rounded section, and go from there. And yeah, okay, this was so much fun, guys. I hopefully will see you guys on the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday. And I will hopefully see you guys on the next one.